Hello, my beautiful people. These are all my thoughts and opinions based on public information out in the public domain. Please do your own research, and this is for entertainment purposes only. What the hell is going on with Andrew Morton and all these authors? Once you write a book and you publish it, that's the book. This is not an assignment that, you get in school and you get sent to correct before you submit. This man researched the topic for at least a year. Sat down, wrote it down, went through many drafts before he got an approved draft out. That's how the process is. It's not like you're going to say, I'm going to do this and this is so much fun. Yeah, I'm going to release that. Now he is amending his book. I mean, why doesn't he just publish another book or print a retraction? That's the decent thing to do, because what he's doing now he's publishing that poor Meghan. They were so popular that the royals were jealous of their success, and how Harry and Meghan didn't get the same amount of money than the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. And that was basically one of the catalysts for them wanting to leave. First of all, Harry and Meghan, they are only important in their own heads. Nobody cares about them. In life, okay, let me put it very simple here. Even in your own home, there's a hierarchy, like mother, son, nephew, whatever, you don't get the same. Like, for example, one of my cousins would not get the same as a gift or perks from me as my son would get, because he's my son. Now, Harry knew all his life that he was the spare until Prince George was born along. He's known his place. And his problem, just like Meghan Markle, is that he wasn't the star of the show. This is what people don't get. I'm very surprised people are still making excuses for them. So now they're claiming that they weren't giving as much money as the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Prince William is the heir to the throne. He is, he's the CEO of the company. He is there. His engagements are worthy. His reputation is better. His behavior is better. His position within an institution is higher. That's the way things work in an institution, organization, family. You have a hierarchy and you get perks associated with your position within the place where you are. So, but I'm very baffled by Andrew Morton, who's now claiming that poor Meghan, poor Harry. What the hell's going on? It takes away his credibility. You know what I mean? As a writer or anything. If he wants to print a retraction, print it, But to do that and rewrite a book that's been written and printed out and sold, why would people want to buy his next book if he's going to be doing that with every book he writes? It makes no sense, just like Omid Scooby and whatever. Now, I feel really, really bad for the people of Sussex. I've spoken with quite a few people who actually reside in Sussex, and they're completely angry, mortified that Harry and Meghan are using that title now, because it gives them a bad name. I think they should be called the non-royal Duke and Duchess of Montecito, not of Sussex, because actually they live in Montecito. They are there all the time. It doesn't make any sense, and my heart goes out to them, because unfortunately, all the nasty things that Harry and Meghan do are using a title. They don't use their Christian names. It's Harry, Prince of Wales. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, because she doesn't even want to use her last name. Now, I'm going to call out a lot of channels, a lot of newspapers, because they all call Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton. She hasn't been Kate Middleton since she got married, and yet even some YouTubers who say they're against Meghan Markle keep calling her the Duchess of Sussex, while calling the Duchess of Cambridge Kate Middleton. So to me, they're a bunch of hypocrites, and it's a complete lack of respect. But this is just my opinion. You know what I mean? Now, many of you have asked me about the Disney money. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys, because I used to have this clip, but I don't like to keep junk on my phone, so I deleted. I had the clip with Bob Iger, who was the CEO of Disney, when he was walking the red carpet promoting the elephant thing, that he said that he had deposited $3 million, that he had given Harry $3 million for him to donate to the Elephant Foundation. Do you guys remember that clip? If you have it, can you please send it to me? Because I can't find it anymore. I can't find it. So later on, Disney had to donate themselves directly, months later, to the Elephant Foundation. And the Elephant Foundation thanked Disney for that donation. The Elephant Foundation, Disney said, when Bob Iger was no longer the CEO because he was transferred after that little misstep. But Disney the new CEO ended up donating the money directly from Disney to the Elephant Foundation, not on behalf of Harry and Meghan Markle, but on behalf of Disney. This is why the Elephant Foundation thanked Disney. They didn't say thank you to His Royal Highness, because at that time Harry was still His Royal Highness. Thank you to His Royal Highness the Duke of Sussex for giving a donation, getting Disney to give us a donation of $3 million for the Duchess doing this job on the behalf, because that would have been done had that been the case, that indeed Disney donated the money on behalf of Harry and Meghan Markle. But the Elephant Foundation didn't thank Disney or didn't thank His Royal Highness or Her Royal Highness, because Meghan Markle had that title back then, as because the proper thing would have been thanks to Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex for doing the voiceover that led to the donation of $3 million. There's no such thing out there, because it doesn't exist. But there is on record Bob Iger in an interview given to newspaper reported saying that he had given $3 million to Harry. Now, when I contacted the charity foundation, the charity organization that supervises, the charity commission, that supervises all the doings of the charity organizations, they said to me, and I've said this before in other videos, they said to me that because there is no record of money being deposited directly to the foundation. If it was given to a private individual, that would have been an arrangement between company and private individual, and it would be up to Disney to prosecute or pursue any legal action against the individual. Clearly, Disney hasn't done it. So I don't know what to tell you. I do know that Disney donated $3 million to the Elephant Foundation, not on behalf of Harry, but on behalf of Disney. Bob Iger is on record saying that he gave Harry $3 million for him to donate to the Elephant Foundation. These are what the facts are. So, and this is the response that the Charities Commission gave me, which is actually true. I mean, if you have an agreement between private individuals, as long as no money was deposited directly to the foundation, which it seems it was not the case. It seems that it was given directly to Harry from what Bob Iger said on that interview. But what do you guys think? So in regards to the almost $200,000 they owe, they still haven't said anything. And Charities Commission is keeping very quiet. And this is when I tell you guys that you have organizations, institutions covering up for them, because Charities Commission should be properly auditing the use of funds that Harry did from the road, because And I told you this before, when there is a the Royal Foundation, and it's true, that part is true, when the Charities Commission investigation concluded that the Royal Foundation didn't do anything wrong when they transfer money to Harry's Sussex Royal Foundation. That has never been in questions. And if you look at my videos, that's exactly why I say it. It's not the transfer of the funds that is illegal. It's the misuse of the funds received, because the laws with the Charities Commission in the UK says that you have to use the funds for what you're claiming you're going to use them. Whereas Harry and Meghan, they haven't. And even the Charities Commission said that Harry and Meghan did a poor job of accounting for that money. But the problem with the Charity Commission is that they stopped there. Now, I will never say this again because it's getting to be a theme. I don't care. I have no hate for Harry and Meghan Markle. I really don't. I only care because whatever craziness they're doing, they're using royal titles, and they're actually wandering into very dangerous territory, trying to get into politics and all kinds of things, advocating for causes that are very shady at best. They're, in my very humble opinion, misusing funds. They're abusing perks, and Harry specifically, mostly, is abusing his links to the royal family. Because in New York, Meghan didn't want to go with Harry. She really did not want to go with Harry because she is trying to portray herself as an A-lister. And the sooner she does it, the sooner she'll be able to get rid of Harry. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked for her because, no, everybody can see that she's not an A-lister. And because everybody can see her game, people want her even less. But this is just my analysis, of course, What do I know? I'm just a crazy Latino woman, So Harry's abusing those links. Harry's abusing those titles. If they did, for example, if they had done all of their New York trip, PR trip, using Henry Windsor and Meghan Markle, I don't care. I really don't care. But they did it as Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and they went through the United Nations, which is actually quite serious because they're trying to portray an image. And now Meghan, the only reason why she allowed Harry to tag along is because she has been told, and I know this from very reliable sources, that all the footage that she's taking, it's too much of her and not of Prince Harry, because what they want is the story of Prince Harry abandoning the royals, and not her. And that makes her really angry. If you look at her outfits in New York, you will see that she stands out. Harry's dressed very casually. If you didn't know who he was, you'd think he was an aide. You wouldn't even think he's the A-lister and not Meghan Markle, because she's dressed in really fine clothes. Her makeup is overdone. I mean, not fine clothes. She's dressed in expensive clothing. They're not good clothing on her. But you know what I mean. Because she tries to make the center of attention. And she was called out because there was not enough footage of Harry and too much of her. So this is the dilemma that she finds herself in. That she wants to portray herself as an A-lister and be an A-lister. And it's really frustrating her that she's not. And because it makes sense. She doesn't want to be with Harry anymore. He really has outlived all the use. So in order for her to be accepted in New York, she had to tag along with Harry. And if you notice, everybody who took pictures, they all took pictures with them next to Harry, not next to Meghan. Meghan was on the other side. So it is quite frustrating. But for me, the only reason why I am talking about them is because they're abusing the royal titles of an institution which represents me. Now, please, people, write. Please write. Write to the Prime Minister's office and to Buckingham Palace. But what you do, so they know that you have written to both places, is at the end of the letter, put CC, small letters CC, and then you put the name of the person who's been copied and the address. And you send both letters. So write, if you want, to Buckingham Palace, and you can Google the address, asking them to remove Harry and Meghan from the royal website. And the same, and when they see that you've copied that letter and you sent it to the Prime Minister's office, they will both be informed about it. You know what I mean? Because if you just write to Buckingham Palace, it falls on deaf ears. I love Her Majesty the Queen. I think she's great. I have enormous respect for her, but I love the monarchy more. The monarch is a position, the monarchy is an institution, and the institution is only as great as the people who are representing it. This is why the reputation of the royal household, of the monarchy, is so vital. And the fact that certain members of the royal family are allowed to trash, denigrate, cheapen the institution, it removes their ability to be effective, because they're only effective if they're prestigious, if they're honest, and if they're credible. But what do you guys think? Cheers, baby.